Episode 94, take 2. I have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with going to film school. Half of my experience was great, the other half was terrible. I won't really go into details, but there is a lot that they don't teach you at film school about specifically working in the film industry, and I wanted to go through some of those today. Let's start with one that I think is the most important, and that is motivation. A lot of people don't realize how much motivation you need to work in film. You are going to be working very long hours, you are going to be lifting some very heavy gear, most likely. You might be on location in sideways rain with wind kicking up sand into your equipment and salt water coming off the bay. That's happened more than once. It's okay to take a break if you don't have the motivation, but you've got to really enjoy your job. You also need to understand that there is a hierarchy and you need to respect that hierarchy. Newbies to the film industry kind of find this the most difficult aspect. And a lot of the time when I see somebody who is fresh to the industry, one of the first mistakes they make is they kind of step out of their line or try to do too many things that aren't their job. Especially when you're coming from small sets where it's just friends or you're coming from independent production, both of those aspects are really relaxed. So it is a little bit different, but I think you need to advocate in your everyday on-set demeanor to uphold that hierarchy just a little bit more, because that way you're going to be prepared for any of those larger sets where it is very strict. And yes, it is a little bit more relaxed now than it was well before this, but it is still a thing. It is still there, and it's there for a reason. It's really straightforward, and it makes everything run so much smoother. Now, I suppose you do kind of learn in film school who to work with and who not to work with, and you carry those relationships forward into the industry, but I do want to touch on teamwork. It is all team effort. I find a lot of people who have just left film school or who have only worked on productions on their own want to take over every single role. It's important not to micromanage your department. If you're the DP, you've hired a first AC, a second AC, a vid split, whatever, you've hired them. You've hired these professionals to come and work for you. They are there to do a particular job. You should let them do that job. That is within reason. So you must give an appropriate level of trust depending on the situation. If you're hiring somebody who is a little bit green and maybe they don't know that much, they're very fresh to it, I often ask them, hey, do you know this? Or, hey, here is how we do this. If you know how to do this, just let me know, I'll shut up and you can keep working. Because there also are different ways that people do things, and you'll find that when you get into the industry, everybody does things a little bit different. They have their own particular way of doing certain things, and that's okay as long as they get to the same result and they do it safely. Here's an important one. Jobs are not abundant. You are not going to get a job straight out of film school. It's very unlikely. You have to be prepared to market yourself even if you are introverted. I am introverted. It's easy for me to talk into a camera in a private room, but I cannot talk to a public crowd. I find it really awkward. Now, because jobs are so hard to come by, it's important to try and keep in the forefront of everybody's mind that you potentially want to work with. Show off what you can do. If you want to be a DP, take photos, post them on Instagram, post them on Facebook, show your friends, show everyone what you can do, and show that you're still working towards that goal. If you're somebody in more of a technical role like a camera assistant, you can send emails out to production companies, DPs, people that you want to work with. Don't pester them, but that is an avenue that you can take. A number of contacts I have made through jobs have been because I've been sending them an email regularly or showing them my work. It's just a process that you have to go through if you want to work in this sort of industry. And also keep in mind that you may not have work for very long periods of time, so you have to be ready to face that. I'm going to end on one that's quite paramount, and that is communication. Keep those lines of communication open. If you are on a set and you think something has gone wrong, you've done something incorrectly, you've broken something, mention it to someone. Just make sure you don't keep that to yourself for somebody else to find out. You've got to mention it to somebody, and that way the problem can be solved much quicker. Also, under the umbrella of communication is making sure that you communicate clearly to other people. If you're not being clear enough, you may not get the results that you want. And then people are just wasting time because you're trying to go in circles sorting something out, but you could have just easily sorted it out by communicating it a little bit better. It's something that comes with time, communication, and preparation. Now, although what you're learning at film school is completely valid, I just want to say there is so much more you need to learn, so get out there, get on a professional set, try to find a way in. Everybody's way in is a little bit different, so it will be difficult, but you will get there, you'll work it out, and when you do, you will learn so much. Just sit back and listen. Well, don't sit back. Actually do work, but listen to what is going on around you. Make sure you soak everything up. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you next time.